The experienced veteran still in the draw. He might be up there right with Miguel Pupo and George Pittar, GP, coming into this event number 4 in the rankings.
He got the wave and he got a score.
Yeah, so trademark GP wrap there, and he lines up this next section. Ooh, a bit spicy there. So the judge is going to combos now. The surf getting a little bit smaller, opening up for 4 turns here for George.
Pittar on his second wave. Just up and out, searching on the priority of Caio Ibelli.
Secondly, at the end there, you had priority and you decided to let Ian go for a couple of waves. Nervous times there because I was like, uh-oh, maybe he could have got the score on one of those.
Yeah, I thought he was going to maybe get it, and then it came just under, and I was like, oh, like, thank God. And it's also, like, I kind of feel bad, too, because it's like I'm taking points away, but it's also the U.S. Open. And
it was the actual math. We're going to get back to that as we look at this replay for Caio Ibelli, a 4.77, Matt.
Yeah, just lining up this end section. Yeah, just manufacturing that turn there, just trying to get something on the board. 4.77 will do it. That was a nice vertical hit there. Slides the fins. That's trademark Ibelli fashion. It's a shame this wave laid down for him and he had to just send that up there, but he does get the completion.
Got nearly a 5 for that, so that's a good start for him.
Caio Ibelli locks into this one, and all he gets is a little snap there.
Man, it has gone quiet out there.
Tide coming in still, but we still got a lot more tide. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock local California time. Down the river, empties out into the Pacific Ocean, peaks all the way up and down the beach, and looks like Caio Ibelli found the peak. Slams it for the first couple of turns there on his way with some great rhythm. Caio Ibelli, nice wall to this wave. Stomps on the tail, waits for this inside section, hoping for a reform. Doesn't get it, but did some damage out the back. Ibelli out in the lead.
You can see him going rail to rail. See transitioning from back foot to front foot, and here starts going to work. And I love how interesting he made this look, holding that rail all the way along. I think the judges will really appreciate it, an element of difference. Won't go crazy, but in the scale of this heat, it's going to be a keeper score.
Yeah, you got 12 points right now. That's a great heat, and you mentioned the one turn right here. That's a little bit of a setup. Much better right there, fully engages the rails. This one, fully laying it on rail, though, and that's a major point of difference when you consider that a lot of these lefts, Matty, have been shorter.
Caio's riding. You know a little bit of information of what George is riding. Before we touch the board conversation, we're going to just watch him ride the board. That torque right there that he gets out of his turns. But this wave, just kind of fluttering out on the inside. So George kicking out there. Score in for last of Caio Ibelli, a 5.33. So George, to turn the heat, just needs a 4.43. A really, really tight heat.
Off the bottom with that torque that you were mentioning, Kipes.
Let's see the glass fins in play here, Matt.
Yeah, holding his rail through that one too. That was a very Nathan Webster-esque turn there where he just whipped it. He just without the long hair. And made it through the inside. Doing what they can with the waves. They got in a 6.67.
Yeah. George takes the lead. Here comes Caio. Blast the lip for that opening ride. Real taper. It has to get over the curve there for oncoming section. Caio Ibelli now needs a 7-point ride. So he's going to need a little flare on the inside here if he looks to get that number. Looking left, looking right, that wave just fizzles out.
So he's experiencing different types of waves. You see right there, that's a beautiful maneuver, especially for how tight it was. Unfortunately for him, Caio, just not much on offer afterwards, so he's going to have to settle with another throwaway score.
I think he didn't know that. Had to limber himself up, and I think that was at Burley?
Yeah, or Lennox Head, one of those two.
Okay. Quick sensational turns from George Pittar on the right. He's got a low of a 5.67. George Pittar on to finals day. We're on to a short break. We'll be back with Dakota Walters and Marco Mignot in the water.